Hello everybody and welcome to another Nail Talk Live e-workshop. This is the month of fibercoat and that means that tonight is the last show about fibercoats. And who else than my co-presentator of the last week is sitting behind the tech table, Deborah. And Deborah is going to take us into her way of working with fibercoats by Magnetic Nail Design. The nail tonight is going to be a full fibercoat nail, so not a hybrid nail, but a full fibercoat nail. Of course, I have the winners of José's challenge of 2 weeks ago, and we have a very interesting derma talk about the eponychium and the cuticle. What is the difference? How do they connect? What is the story behind all of that? So we have a lot of ground to cover and a very cool nail for you in store, so let's get started. So another Nail Talk Live e-workshop, and tonight it's about fibercoat. Fibercoat from a builder from a bottle, reinforced with fiber particles that wears like a great nail, and you can even extend the natural nail using fibercoat. How you do that, Deborah will show us all. So hello Deborah, nice that you're here on the other side of the studio at the tech table. What do you have in store for us?
Yes, hello everybody, and a good evening from this side indeed, because it's the first time I am on this side doing a demo. What I have in store for you is a complete nail made of fibercoat with a little extra touch, which will be very funny and really nice and shiny. Of course, the things you're used from me are going to get into the nail, but very sophisticated, because it's fiber coat, of course, so we can't make it very long. If we had done a hybrid nail, of course, we could have gone longer, but this one is going to stay a little bit shorter, but really nice. So.
And of course, don't hesitate if you have any questions, because I have my telephone with me for all the live comments. And I see that a lot of people are already joining from different countries. France is here. Mia Marie, that was a star here last week, is also present. Monica Persson is watching. I just see Naomi O'Connor from Ireland. A lot of people are already joining us, and more will join us. Roberta Sagolini from Italy, ciao bella. And of course our Dutch trainers, but also Bianca Freigang, magnetic trainer and distributor in Germany, is present. So we have a lot of people here already joining us and being interested in what you will show us tonight. As I mentioned before, I also have the winners of José's challenge of 2 weeks ago. So that will be a little bit later in the show. We have a super interesting derma talk where Wendy Fink is explaining the difference or the characteristics of the eponychium and the cuticle, and I'm going to launch 2 new collections, 2 new commercials. One is for the coffee blushes to go, and the other one is for the Jelly Bean Gel Polish collection. So we have a lot of things to do. I believe the form is already placed, Deborah, so what is the first step?
Yes, indeed, my form is already placed on the nail, and as you can see right here, I made it a very small one, because it's going to be a short nail, and when I make it too wide, it's going to be also a very wide nail. So I made it very slim on the nail. And my first step will be working with the Fibercoat Pink Gel, which is quite a transparent gel. And, well, actually it is fully transparent, but a little soft pink tone, which you will not see on this moment.
I see in the comments, Alexandra says, tonight's theme is going to be boomer, but it's going to be a glitter boomer.
Indeed it will. Yes, it will be a glitter boomer. I'm going to make a thin extension, and I'm going to add a little bit of the Fibercoat gel, and now I'm taking my Detailer 3, and I'm bringing my product from side to side in the corners.
So you just place a drop on the form, and now you want to create your tip, as it were.
Exactly, my extension. And I'm making it until, well, 2.5, 3, because I also need some file reserve. So I will do it like this. And because our nail, as you can see, lays a little bit higher than the form is, I will make it a little bit thicker to get an even thickness on the complete nail.
Is it important when you use fibercoat, Deborah, that you don't work too thin when you're extending the natural nail? Because of course it's quite flexible.
Yeah, it is. It depends on how many layers you're going to add on it. because otherwise it will be very easy to break. But with the layers, I'm going to add on it. And of course, the inlay that will be in there, the nail will be getting very strong. So that's why I've chosen for only working with the fiber coat.
Okay, and you can see clearly that the pink fiber coat is super transparent. It's almost clear.
It is, yes. Like this. And I'm leaving it like this. And now I'm going to cure this for like 10 seconds. And I'm going to give it some pinch.
Okay, so 10 seconds. Of course, this depends on the type or the age of your twin light.
Indeed.
This is a twin light in the studio that we don't use that often, so it's relatively strong.
It is.
So 10 seconds is more than enough if you want to pinch. I see that Amala has also joined us, and I see Armine from Armenia, who is also with us tonight. Aleid is with us and saying, hello everybody, hello Aleid. And last Wednesday, the ladies did a great show, Alexandra says, but she missed me. Well, thank you, Alexandra. I missed it also. I was in Bologna with Jaap and May, and the three of us were visiting the Cosmoprof show in Bologna, and we had a lot of time to brainstorm and to talk. So it was very valuable time, but I would have loved to be here also with Mia Marie. Let's go back, because 10 seconds has flown away.
Yes, but the nice thing with fiber coat is it's very flexible, so it doesn't really matter if it's 10 or 30 seconds, because it still is very flexible. But I also added my pinching tool right on there, so it didn't get out of shape. So have a look. Here it is. I'm gently letting my pinching tool do the job. This is the pinching tool 2, which already gives pressure when you let it go a little bit, so slightly. I'm letting it give some pressure out of its own like this. And I'm making it very thin, as you can see, or slim actually. And I'm pressing a little bit like this. And now I'm going to cure it again for like 30 seconds, so it will stay in this way.
So you want to freeze the C-curve in the pinched shape, the deep C-curve, which also actually gives more strength to the nail. So the deeper the C-curve, the stronger the nail. I see that Sabine also joined us, and Magda is saying hello to Sabine. Missing you already, wifey, of course, because last weekend Sabine had her VIP event in Paris, in Chartres. She had an open house and 2 days of training with Magda, and of course with Natalia. And it was a huge success. So also from here, hello Sabine. So nice that you've joined us, because I guess you are a little bit tired. Of course, Gillian was also there. I saw some cool photos of him with some of the clients of Sabine. So that was a very successful and very nice event. And we are really proud at what you did, Sabine. And of course, Magda, Natalia and Gillian. Samantha also just joined us. And I also saw that Bianca Freiding is saying hello to everybody. Paola Giannini is also watching from Italy. And so, yeah, it's a very international moment happening here. So let's go back to Deborah and your next step, because you now created the tip, you pinched it, and what are you going to do now?
Well, actually, we're going to get started with already some funny stuff, because the funny stuff needs to be in the nail, actually on the bottom of the nail, so then we can have a good height, so it will not be too thick of the nail. So let's have a look. I have here my paper palette, and I added a little bit of the fibercoat pink, just a little bit, and I'm taking this, because we're going to work with, of course, glitter. And this is beautiful crushed glitter. It's in a package of 12 with so many beautiful colors. The neon inlay, which we have also in many colors, 5 or 6, pink, blue, orange, yellow, green, so cool. And of course, the flakes. So these three glitters are going to be in this nail. And I'm starting at first, of course, with the fiber coat pink and adding the crushed pink glitter a little bit onto the nail surface and on the full extension.
So I'm just zooming in a little bit, because we want to see which amazing glitters you're using. And we can see it more clearly now. So you're using the fibercoat pink as a kind of adhesive.
Yes, yes. And that's why I already mentioned this will be a full fiber coat nail, so everything will be add-on with fiber coat.
And you're still using your detailer number 3.
Yes.
Do you use a separate detailer number 3 when you work with glitter, or is it the same one and you clean it with gel brush cleaner?
Well, that you can do that, of course, but I have 3. I have 3 detailers of 3, so that sounds a little bit strange. 3 detailer 3s. So yeah, I will be adding more glitter, so I need another one. Otherwise, I put my glitter into the glitter and have to clean it otherwise in between. And now, to save some time, I use all 3. So that's easier to work with, of course, because...
Alexandra has a question. Is the first glitter that you're using, is that from the Posh and Pretty collection?
No. It's, I wrote that down. It's really hard to say. It's this one. It's the Crushed Metal collection.
Crushed
Really
Metal collection.
Yes, really fine particles. And
Yeah,
you have
it's
to
mixed, eh? So it's different sizes of glitters.
yeah.
And Jaap is saying to us, good evening, all nail talkers. Hello, Jaap.
Good
Nice
evening,
that you're
Jaap.
also watching us. Hello, good evening.
Yes. Oh, I'm adding a lot of these glitters, so
Yeah.
you're thinking, wow, aren't you stopping? No, not yet. Because for me, not less is not more. For me, more is never enough.
Priscilla is mentioning in the comments, are you not going to use stones, Deborah? Only 3 glitters. That's not possible for you. It's so modest.
Yeah, but I wanted to do something else this time. So in the end result, you will see how, and of course, if we have a little bit of time left, I can always add some stones. So that will not be any problem. But first, let's see how far we come with this nail today, because this will already be a great end result when you see them completely. So let's continue. Still adding. And I think now will be the time to give it a flash cure of 10 seconds, or not even less. You don't need so much curing time, because there, of course, will be more on there, which also is going to be cured. Like this. So blending out a little bit of the glitter on the nail bed. And
there's no product yet on the nail bed itself.
no.
So the nail bed is bare of products, and
Yes.
you're just applying it on the blended pink part of the
Indeed,
nail.
yes. Because I will add bond later, but if I do it already now, and if I do it in complete hand, my bond will already worn out, so I can't use it anymore. So my bond I will add later, after this step. So first add now the 3 glitters, and then I'm going to continue with the nail bed, including the bond, of course.
So the soft bond primer that you need for proper adhesion of the artificial product on the natural nail surface.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there will be more colors, of course. And now I'm going to work with this beautiful neon inlay. It's slightly transparent, but it's so cool. And of course, with the time we're now going to get into, like spring and summer, this will be so amazing. And I'm just taking, again, some of my fiber pink, which is on my paper palette, and add it on the nail.
And just randomly.
Just randomly, yeah. This is a little...
I see different shapes here. I see stars, rounds, hexagons.
Yeah, even small glitters, mini glitters. But you can see it does the job.
Absolutely. Cerisa is saying that the camera has a lot of trouble focusing because of all the bling.
The shine, yes, I can see that. Well, I'm trying to hold it quite still. Maybe indeed that works better, Gil.
Yeah, but then you have to put your jars a little bit to the side in case it focuses on the jars.
Even further, like this. And otherwise,
Very
I will
nice.
hold my hand in front of it. With the big particles, don't make them go too big onto the side, because you foul them off, and then your nail will go open. So you don't want to have the big parts on the side. Keep the big parts a little bit on top of your nail, and get the smaller ones to be on the side. So the rounds.
So the bigger particles in the center of the nail because there the nail, of course, also has the most volume. And on the sides where the nail's the thinnest, you want to have the thinner glitters.
Yes. Even though it's not really easy to pick them up, because they're all mixed together, you have to put them on your paper palette, like I'm doing right here. And I'm trying to pick them up from there, so I have my individual glitter then. If that's easy to say.
Yeah, you actually make a little mix of the fiber coat pink and the glitter.
Yeah.
That makes it easy, and it sticks also automatically, of course.
Yes, that makes it more easy.
Lidi Adenk is saying in the comments, this is going to be amazing. Lucky Dianta, because the model tonight is Dianta, and that is one of our Dutch trainers who's being trained to become a magnetic trainer. She's on the road to becoming a magnetic trainer, and of course also on the road to becoming a Nail Talk Live trainer. And Dianta is the regular model that Deborah uses and works on. And I've known Dianta because of the demos for Nail Talk Live for a couple of years now, and I'm very excited that she has decided to start the journey towards a magnetic trainer. So welcome, Dianta, and you lucky girl.
Yeah, which is really nice because she's also in my masterclass at this moment and we're having a great time, right? Yeah, she cannot talk right now, but she's saying yes, she is. So that's going to be very nice. I'm curing my nail now for a couple of seconds because I'm going to add my other layer of glitters, which will be those amazing flakes. And I have chosen for the pink ones, as you can see right here. Well, pink, green color, everything is in there, to be honest. Yes, you can take it out there.
And Alexandra says this technique is so interesting. Would have thought it's not possible with fiber coat. Yes, everything is possible as long as you use the proper technique. I see also a lot of translations happening in the comments. A super trainer, Samantha says, about Diante. And what a beautiful model, says Mike Neutenboom. Perhaps he is an acquaintance of Diante. You are her boyfriend. Well, lucky Mike.
Yeah.
And Maggie also joined us. And Henriette is watching. Hello, Henriette, missing you incredibly.
Yes, hello everyone, of course, and really nice to see you. Well, not really physically see you, but see that you're all watching, so that's really nice. Okay, let's continue with our flakes. Of course, my layer is still sticky, and the easy thing with flakes is you just put them where you want them to. Random, of
So
course.
are you using a little bit of fiber coat pink now as well? Or
Not
is the
necessarily.
sticky layer enough for the flakes?
Yeah, it's sticky enough. It's sticky enough. And like this. And still, now my nail is flexible. So if I'm doing like this, I can still pinch it if I want. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to cure this a little bit and give it an extra pinch. And after that pinch, I'm going to cure this fully for 1.5 minutes. And then after that, we're coming back to you again. So let's do that.
Yeah, so a short cure of how long do you think?
Now 10 seconds, not even, just short, maybe 5 seconds, because this light is very quick. So I can take it out. And now I'm going to pinch it again, even with the glitter on, it's very possible. Oh, you can see, it's still, I can do it like this. You can still pinch it, it will not break. And I'm adding so much that I need to pinch it for myself a little bit, like this. And now I'm curing this one for the full 1.5 minutes.
Priscilla just says that hold your breath, otherwise the flakes will be flying around correctly. So Deborah is holding her breath, not for the full 1.5 minutes, but it gives me time to discuss with you the homework for this show this evening. The homework for tonight is create 4 different ombre designs, various styles using inlay and glass gels. So guess glass gels is going to be one of the next steps, and use at least 4 fiber coats. So you can make your homework on a model or on your own hands. You have to create 4 different ombres using 4 different fiber coats, and this can be done, as I said, on Colopops or on your own hands or on a model. Exciting homework, and then you will discover the various possibilities of fiber coats. You have 2 weeks to create your homework and to upload it before the 10th of April. Use the link that you can find in the album Fibercoat Inlay Boom Nails. If anything needs improvement, Jessica Padberg will contact you and will help you so that you can have another chance to participate. And do not forget to submit your step-by-step photos, but no more than 4 photos, and 1 final photo showing all your homework together. So let's recap. 4 ombre techniques using 4 fiber coats, with a little bit of glitter. What do you want,
I want
Deborah?
to say something, a little information, because I was thinking about 4 fiber coats can be a little bit too much. I want to say that it can be 3 fiber coats. So maybe that's easier for you to mention, Pepijn. I already told that before, but it didn't really came into the email. So I want to say this because for fiber coats, I thought maybe that can be a little bit difficult because they're too white. Of course, it's really nice to work with those whites, but then you have to do a different kind of way. So 3 is good enough.
Okay, let's take it back.
Yes.
So you take 4 ombre designs
Yes.
using glitters. You can use up to 3 fiber coats. You can use, of course, also a milky effect as shown, for instance, by Magda or by one of the other trainers. If you do all of that, of course, you will receive your e-certificate, but you also have a chance to win this amazing prize. The glitter kit that Deborah is using, supreme finish, 2 different fiber coats, the ombre brush, and a little jar of pigment. So that's a great prize that will be shipped directly from Magnetic Headquarters straight to your address. So participate, show what you can do using this technique to create your own version of the fibercoat boom nails. The month of April is already on us, and that means I have new e-workshops for you. So what can you expect in the month of April? Well, next week on Wednesday, we're going to introduce to you all of the new products Magnetic is launching together with all of our distributors. Not this weekend, but the weekend after, 6th, 7th, and 8th of April. And I will be joined by Cerisa and by Jessica, and we will have a fun evening talking about these products and showing you various techniques. A week later, of course, we have a Dutch trainer. It's her first time in the e-workshop, and that's Chrisje Maas. And Chrisje is working in our shop in the south of Holland, in Weert. And Chrisje will show us how to do a proper manicure nail for men. Her husband always has beautiful manicured nails, and she's going to explain to us how to do this using the different bits, using different treatments, and really getting a new target audience ready for you in your salons. After that, we go straight directly to Jessica, and Jessica will show us top gels tips and tricks, because the month of April is the month of the top gels. And Jessica is going to show us what you can do by just changing your top gels to get a different effect. So that's a must-see next month. And we're ending the month of April with Silvana, and Silvana will show us how to create the perfect photos for your social media. So creating the perfect photo to place on your social media to do your marketing, whether you're a trainer, a distributor, or a nail technician, for all of you, Silvana has many tips. So a fun month of April. But April is not only, it's not yet April, so you have still a couple of days to buy the fiber coats as the product of the month with a 20% discount. Of course, the fiber coats, 20% discount, because these are the products of the month of March. In the month of April, top gels will be the product of the month. But on the weekend of the 6th, 7th, and 8th of April, we have an exciting open house discount days, magnetic discount days, worldwide with all of our distributors in Holland, outside of Holland. Contact your local distributor to find out what the program is. We have a 20% discount on the whole range. We're launching new products. There's not a discount on the new product, but we're launching the new colors, a new stamping plate, and a new brush. More about that next week. And I know that you can visit a lot of our distributors for classes, demos, etc. So contact your local distributor to know more about the possibilities, and you can also shop online if you're not able to visit your distributor. So a whole mouthful. I have to go back to the comments just for now. In a little bit, we will have Dermatalk, Wendy Fink, and she'll talk about the eponychium and the cuticle. But first now we have to go back to Deborah, because what is the next step?
Yes, well, you already mentioned it, Pepijn. Of course, I'm going to work with the glass gel. And which glass gel you are going to work with, that I will leave totally up to you. Because I'm going to work with the pink one, because I want to give my pink underlay glitter a little bit more body. So I'm working with the pink glass, which I will add to my paper palette. Oh, sorry, like this. It's really nice and very neonic, transparent pink color, which is very nice to put on the nail. Well, I have a detailer 3 ready, and I will add it onto my glitter. Just add it on. Like this.
So you're just giving a little bit of color using the glass. And you
Yes.
can use any glass, of course.
Of course, yes. And now I have my ombre brush. And with my ombre brush, I'm going to blend it out a little bit. Gently, gently, gently. Fade it out and also making it a bit more softer so I can see my glitters. I do still want to see all the colors of my glitter through it like this, so that will be very nice.
I do have to ask, Deborah, because of course there's still no product on the nail bed.
No.
If you now apply the glass, won't it stain the natural nail?
No. No, it doesn't, actually.
Okay.
No, no. I did it before, and there's no color at all.
Okay, that's good to know, because of course you can also apply a thin coat of fibercoat pink or any clear product first on the natural nail.
Yeah, but of course I make my extension and I blended it out on the nail bed a little bit. So actually they're touching each other, but the color is so thin, what I'm adding, so it doesn't leave a color behind.
Okay.
And this one will be cured for like 30 seconds. Sure, it's thin like everywhere, an even blend you want, and then cure.
It almost looks like the tail of a mermaid. It's shimmery, it's almost a fairy tale waiting to happen. Of course, now we need to cure this for 30 seconds. So let's go to Dermatalk. Wendy Fink has some interesting facts for us about the eponychium and of course the cuticle.
Hi, welcome to Dermatalk. This time we're going to talk all about the eponychium and the cuticle. There's been a lot of misunderstanding about these two parts of our nail and where they are and what they are. So with this show, I would like to clear it all and make sure we all talk about the same thing when we talk about eponychium and cuticle. Let's look where those parts are. I've brought this picture of Mr. Dog Shoon with me. And as you can see, we have the proximal nail fold over here with the eponychium cells underneath. Let's zoom in for a little bit. And we can see that the eponychium is like some sort of part of the proximal nail fold. But you can also see that they are inside the fingernail and they are base cells. So the eponychium is a very different kind of skin layer that reproduces itself in a very fast and sticky way. So the eponychium is on the inside of your proximal nail folds, and they reproduce itself and make a sticky skin layer and attach it on the nail plate. Why does it do so? Because we do not want the proximal nail fold to be open so that bacteria and viruses and fungus can get inside, because then we have trouble. Our nail plate can get sick. So we need to have this sticky layer which runs all the way back here, because the eponychium goes all the way back and it produces sticky skin cells. And when it grows out, it passes the keratin proximal nail fold tissue. And when it passes that, it no longer has a function because it doesn't glue anything on the nail plate except itself, but it does not glue any skin anymore on the nail plate, and it does not need to be a barrier for viruses, bacteria, and fungus. This is what we call cuticle. So as long as the skin cells are underneath the proximal nail folds, it is part of the eponychium. And when it passes this keratinized proximal nail fold, it becomes the cuticle tissue, which are the dead skin cells. And these we remove when we do our prep. But you can see it's a really tiny line, really tiny line between the eponychium and the cuticle. And we need to make sure that we do remove the cuticle, but do not go too far so we damage the eponychium. Because when we damage the eponychium, we can get into trouble with the proximal nail fold, and we can get into trouble with the matrix. So be really careful with the cuticle. This dead tissue is called cuticle. I know some of you know it as pterygium, but this is not the right noun for it. Pterygium is actually a disease of the nail and of the skin of the nail, and I will get back to you into that very much later. This dead skin cells right term is cuticle. So let's call it cuticle. And know that it's on top of the natural nail plate. This we can remove. We do not want to mess with the eponychium. Eponychium needs to stay inside the proximal nail fold. And if we do so, if we just let this happen, then our nail stays healthy.
So the proximal nail fold, the eponychium and the dead skin cells, then the true cuticle. In the past we called that pterygium, the wrong noun. So more about that in a later Nail Talk Live, but very clear information. So when you do a proper manicuring surface, don't go too far underneath the eponychium, but focus your attention to the true cuticle and remove that benefits the adhesion of artificial nail products, but will also lead to beautiful manicured nails. Thank you, Wendy, for all of your information. Can't wait for the next show. Let's go back to Deborah and your fiber mystery.
Yeah, it quite is now, right? But it's very pink, and we love pink. I think we are stylists who are working with the most pink products. I think so. So more than hairdressers and every other stylist I know. But we're going to continue with our inlay boom. And so I'm going to add the next color, which will be this one. And this is my... No, I'm so sorry, this one. The fibercoat cool cover, like this. Then it's not too shiny. The cool cover, which is a very cool color. And this color is very covering. So I'm only adding it in the center, right here.
I love that color.
Just only like this. And of course, you can add already your bond, or you can do it after this step. That's all up to you. So I cleaned my ombre brush, and now I'm going to go blend it out very gently over a little bit of my pink and glitter. And to the sides, of course. But the sides I will do a little later, finishing it, because otherwise you have the problem, it can run a bit. It's very thin, of course. And
perhaps you can have a look from side shot, because you really keep it located in that specific area and then blending it towards the cuticle and the free edge a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm cleaning the tip of my brush a little bit in between, so there won't be too much of the product right here, but I'm blending it in the nail bed.
I see a question from Gerry, who's saying, so you cannot participate in doing the homework if you only have one color of fiber coat. Well, Deborah already changed it from 4 to 3. Let's make it, fiber coat has to be part of your design. So use fiber coat, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 colors, but it has to be a significant part of your design. Just like here, the cool cover, which actually blends away a little bit of the glitter, the colors that Deborah will use next. So use fiber coat. That's a must.
Yes. Yes, and this is only to make a soft blend. You don't need to cover your design, but just softly blending it like this. And of course, this has some curing time again, and this will be like 30 seconds. First, I'm making it a bit softer right here.
Yeah, Gillian is also saying in my ear, you can also mix a fiber coat pink, for instance, with a blush color or with a gel polish color, just to mix different shades of fiber coat. So be creative and use Magnetic Nail Design fiber coat.
Yeah, it's a really cool product to work with. It really does what you want it to do. So that's really nice. Well, I'm normally not really a person who makes short nails, but this is a really cool way to do it. So like this, and I'm checking this looks like it's very big, but actually it's not. And now you can see there's only a bit of height exactly between the extension layer and her own natural nail. So this will be going to cure for like, well, 30 seconds is enough. Make sure your blend is cool enough, so no harsh lines. And then you can put it in your LED. Yes.
Yeah, so cure it for 30 seconds. Of course, give it enough cure, because this is a relatively thicker application than the clear, and everything that's pigmented needs a little bit longer curing in the light, because the pigment actually blocks the full curing during the 30 seconds in the twin light. So 30 seconds looks like a long time, but on the other hand, it's still relatively short. Are you going to continue working with a cool cover, or are you going to go to a different color of fiber coat?
To a different color, and at first I'm now adding some bond. I have to be like here, yeah. Right here, this is my center, yes, and I'm up. So I'm adding a little bit of bond. Like this. Well, this is of course fast air drying. And the third color I will be working with is the frosted, which is a super cool pink color. Also covering, but so nice, a little bit lighter pink color. It goes a little bit too white, but it's very soft. So where I'm going to put this color on is on the top of the pink. I'm going to completely go over my pink too, but to make it a bit softer, but not completely to the cuticle. I'm staying a little bit in front of my cuticle, and that's where I'm going to blend it. So let's have a look. So here I have my nail. Of course, you can see it on my brush. Put it a little bit like here. Gently, gently, gently.
I love the frosted pink fiber coat. I actually have it now on my own nails, because I was lucky enough that Cerisa was able to do my nails yesterday, and now I have perfectly groomed manicure nails with frosted pink. Just love it.
Yes, and it does look very great on you, Pepijn. Okay, so going over my pink. So my cool cover will be covered also with my frosted.
Elvira loves your t-shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Me too. I really thought it was so cool for this evening. So now you can really see my fiber is just staying in place. I put it there and it just stays there. That's why it's so really nice to work with. It just stays where you put it. If you don't massage it too much, it just lays there. So that will be easy. And again, I'm working with my ombre brush and gently pulling this forward, only blending, so not completely over your nail. A gentle blend, easy, easy.
Aurora is saying that she loves the finger of your model, Diante, and of course your work.
Well, thank you for both. And according to my model, she says, I don't have nice fingers. Well, you do. You do. Okay, now I'm blending it very gently towards the cuticle, but not completely. So my blend stops before I go there. And clean your brush in between. So now there's like a little mountain going on.
And you will fix that later when you add a more clear product.
Yes, I will. Okay, I think this will be fine. And you can always check it in between, of course, if there's enough or not enough. Check if everything is clean in my sides. It is. Okay. And now you can cure. This will be 1.5 minutes, fully curing time. Because now I have 2 covering products on top of each other. So this needs a very nice curing time of 1.5 minutes. Otherwise, you have the problem. You cannot really see if it's cured enough. And you're going to get started with filing. And then you can see like it's going out of there. So we don't want that. Fully curing. And back to you, Pepijn.
Magda is asking, is there a particular reason of using first cool cover fiber coat? Or did you just like the color effect it makes?
Yes, it makes your pink more pink more pink in the center. So I really love that because the frosted is quite white. It's a very light pink, and so the nail bed becomes a little bit light. So that's why I first added a cool cover to make the nail a little bit softer because my front is very pink. And then you have a nice, way of going from the very pink to the very transparent. So that's why I chose in this way and make it with 3 fiber coats. Short nail, but 3 is still nice and easy to do.
Gemma is saying in the comment that she already is excited to create her homework. And what is that homework, you're wondering perhaps? Well, we had a slight discussion, but you need to create 4 different ombre designs. This can be done on Colourpops or on a model or on your own hands. Various styles using inlay elements and also glass gels. And use at least, it says 4 fiber coats, but let's say use at least fibercoat by Magnetic Nail Design. 1, 2, 3 or 4. You can mix your own colors also, of course, with fibercoat, because not everybody has 3 or 4 bottles. So use fibercoat and create a great and stunning ombre design. 4 different ones on Colourpops or on the model. You have 2 weeks to create your homework. That means that the deadline is on the 10th of April. Upload your homework using the link that you can find in the album Fibercoat-Inlay Boom. If anything needs improvement, Jessica will contact you, but feel free also to contact Deborah if you need any assistance along the way. Do not forget to submit your homework photos, maximum 4 photos of 4 steps, and the photo of the final result showing your beautiful design. If you do that, you will receive your e-certificate, already a prize in itself, that you can use to show your clients, together with the examples that you made, what different options and possibilities you, the professional nail tech, has to offer. But you also have a chance to win an amazing prize, as you do every week. And this time it's a metal glitter kit, the ombre brush, 2 fiber coats and a bottle of the bestseller top gel in the world, Supreme Finish, and a nice pigment. So you have enough products here to create many, many, many artistic and creative nails. So that's all for you if you join and if you do your homework. I'm happy to say that I see that more and more people are doing their homework and uploading it into our system. I even heard that Armine from Armenia is helping her nail technicians to upload it for them, making it easier. And I see also that a lot of distributors are helping in the translations. Do not forget that by Friday afternoon, using YouTube Magnetic Nail Talk, so not Nail Talk Live, but Magnetic Nail Talk, you can find this specific e-workshop and you can choose for 17 different subtitle options. Do that by hitting the little wheel in the right upper corner of your screen, and then you can select the proper subtitles. Of course, this e-workshop will also be provided with voiceovers in Italian, Spanish, French and German. And these will be uploaded by the distributors on various moments of the week. So, whether or not you speak English, the love and passion for nails is universal, and we want to make sure that everybody is able to enjoy Nail Talk Live. Let's go back to Deborah, because I think this was 1.5 minutes.
It was. That was really on spot, Pepijn. How do you do that? Yes, so my frosted pink is fully cured, as you can see right now. And you can see it makes a softer blend. Here it's quite white, and here's pinky and more pink. So gentle. We're going to continue now with the Fibercoat Pink Clear one. And we do that in 2 steps.
One thing, I have a question from Michelle. And Michelle says, is fiber gel from another brand also approved? Yes, Michelle. You can also, if you work with another brand, feel free to participate and to show us your techniques. And then you also have a chance to win our amazing products. And then you get to know our products. So feel free. Whether or not you work with magnetic is not of an issue here.
True. That's true. So you can see there's already a very soft blend there, and at first I'm going to add a little bit of my pink frosted gel near the cuticle. Make it as close as you can come and blend it to the center where you have the most of the thickness of the nail. And there you stop.
Okay, so you're working up towards the bump.
Yes. I'm creating the apex right now. Maybe we can see it from the side. Yeah. So this will be lower, of course, later after filing. And like this. So I'm not going right over, but first I'm going to cure this for a couple of seconds, and then I will be doing the front part. So now you can cure.
While you're curing, I have a question from Sylvia for Gillian, because Sylvia wanted to see the show of last Wednesday with Mia Marie, and she's asking me and you, is this already uploaded on YouTube? Because she couldn't find it. Okay, so I hear from Gillian that yes, it's uploaded on YouTube, but he will also place the link in the comments for you, Sylvia. So then you can find the show easy. It's so easy, isn't it? Okay, yeah, let's go back to you, because I just had to ask this question for Sylvia.
Yeah, I wanted to say that why I'm doing this in 2 ways, or in 2 layers actually. You can go into the light to me, Gil. Because when you do it in a complete layer, you have the problem, you're going to be too thick in the middle, and you only want to have the height in the back and in the front. So your complete nail will have the same height when you're going to get started with filing. The whole day today, I have problems with my talking. Ask my dear model, Deanna, she says, what do you have today? I say, I don't know. Well, doesn't matter. Eventually, we'll get there. So don't do this in one. Do it in 2 steps. So first, the cuticle area, and then the front area. Also, with the running of your product, it can be really harsh to keep it into your nail, and it can go into your sidewalls. So please do this in 2 steps like this. That's much easier, and also you have more control over your work. So let's continue now with the front, because my back is cured.
I just want to mention one of the comments Jaap made. So the thing is that you have to create an inlay nail, and it's difficult to create a very thin inlay nail. So the real challenge this week is create a beautiful inlay nail with a beautiful effect, but keep it thin. And that's also why you have to do it in 2 applications.
Yes, and it looks very high, because actually I build it up like this. But now I'm going to make it in 1 straight layer, and then we're going to file it so it gets really nice and sharp, and of course very thin, because it looks quite big, but that's always on the screen. In real, it's very thin, but you will see the end result later, and then you say, aha, indeed, it's very thin. So let's continue with the front part. Here we go. So gently, don't push too hard with your fiber coat, because then you get really tiny air bumps, and you don't want that. If you do it gently, then you don't have any air bumps. So do it easy, like this, and thin. The first layer must be very thin. And I will tell you why. Like this. If you don't do this layer very, very, very thin, then you have the problem that there can get air in between. Because there's so many inlay going on, and you put a too big of a product on top of it, there's going to be air in between the layers, because there's so much curing needs to be going on. It goes too fast, and then air will be happening. I noticed, I tried it. So first a thin layer, even do it like this if you're a little bit scared. Just make it a sticky layer, cure this, and then build it up. It's very important to make sure that you do not have air bubbles in between your fiber coat and your inlay. Yes, so this is only curing for like 10 seconds, and then...
So you're actually sealing in the inlay elements to prevent it from separating from the product in between, because of the thickness and the fullness of the volume of the product. I have to mention a comment that Armine is making, Magnetic Yerevan, of course. She's very happy because a lot of girls from Armenia are here. But of course, Armine, that's also because of you, because you translate everything so efficiently for all of them so that they understand what's happening. And of course, I know that fibercoat is very popular in Armenia. So thank you, Armine, for all of your help with this. And it's just very satisfying. Miranda Charité is asking, what are the differences between blush and fibercoat? Of course, the straight, but what more is it thicker? Fibercoat is a little bit higher in viscosity, so it's a little bit thicker, and it's a more flexible product, while blush is a more rigid product. It's a little bit more, a little harder. So there are a lot of colors available in blush, different skin tones and different effects. Very suitable for the natural nail treatment. The Fibercoat is a little bit more flexible, but truth be told, you just have to find your perfect match. Whether that's blush or Fibercoat or even rubber base, if you find your perfect magnetic match, it's a marriage made in heaven. But for now, we go back to Deborah.
Yes, I was answering a comment, but I'm already back. So my first adhesion layer is on there, and now I'm going to do my building layer. Also, only to the center, not over the center. Take a little bit more onto my little brush. And now I'm doing it like this, very gentle. And if for you it's easier to work with a gel brush, of course, that's also very fine. I love to work with the brush from the bottle, but that's completely up to you.
And Gemma asked before that you can use also other inlay elements,
Yes,
shells,
definitely.
opals, glitters. Just use what you have and be creative.
Yes, and what you like, and play with your colors. So, level down, and so now I have enough, and I will do a full cure of 1.5 minutes.
Well, that's a
Yes.
colorful color boom nail, I have to say. A Fibercoat color boom, glitter boom nail. That makes me think of colors. And I love colors. It's almost springtime here in Holland, although it is actually springtime, but it doesn't feel like springtime yet. Perhaps it's different with you guys all over the world. But here it's a little bit chilly, but the sun is peeping behind the clouds sometimes. Typical Dutch, but it makes me excited and makes me want to have lighter colors, spring colors, summer colors, feel happy. And I love candy, so that's a perfect combination, the jelly beans by Magnetic. Yeah, isn't that fun? Just an amazing spring summer feeling in a bottle by Magnetic, and beautiful nail art created, of course, by our queen of nail art, Jessica. 6 amazing shades. If you want to see these in real life, of course, you have to travel to one of your local Magnetic distributors for the open house weekend on the 6th, 7th, and 8th of April. So that's not the coming weekend, but the weekend after it. Here you can see the 6th, 7th, and 8th of April, because then we're launching this collection, but also a new blush collection, a stamping plate and a brush, but more about that next week in the International E-Workshop, when I will be joined by Cerisa and by Jessica, and they will show me and you how to work with these products and what you can create with these products. So a lot of fun things. I'm just going to have a look at the comments, because I saw a comment that I needed to answer. So I'm going to, oh yeah, Gerry, she's wondering, and she's anxious to see the end result, and she's wondering, are we perhaps going to see the full hand? Yes, you're going to see the full hand. So the full hand of the ante has been prepared. Now we first need to finish this specific nail, and I guess that we're going to file.
Yes, we are. I fully cured the nail, and now I'm going to remove the sticky layer. So let's do that very gently. Like this. Oh, sorry, the hand. You have also seen that I didn't remove my form until my nail was completely done. And that's because this product is very flexible, and only until it's very fully cured and cooled off, then it's time to remove the form. So I will do that gently by pushing it open with my spatula, like this. Then I'm opening up the back and then take it off. So that's an easy way to do it. And remove this. And maybe I can turn it around so you can see actually it's already very thin. It looks very big because I add very much, but in real life it's very thin already. As you can see.
That is good that you show us, because
Yeah.
we could get lost a little bit during the steps, but it is quite
Yeah,
quite
it
well
is.
structured.
Yeah. So
Of
that's
course.
that's why it's very easy to work with this product, because you can work very thin because it's flexible. And with the layering, you also create the strength, and of course with the pinching and the product placement on the form. So that's why this nail can be thin but strong. And that's what I want to say with this easy product, because it's so cool to work with. So let's start with some filing. I'm starting a little bit with the front so I can see what I'm doing, because there's a little bit of excess, what I put extra on the form, of course, like this. And then always what I want to do, I have the expert bit, and with my e-file,
Your sound.
is my sound?
Yeah, I'm just coming to you.
Yes, come to me. My sound is off, I hear. Is it better right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Okay, so I have my e-file right here with the expert bit, and I will put it on full speed to set the back. And what I mean with that, before I'm giving pressure on the rest of the nail, I make sure that the cuticle area is sealed. And that's only by doing a little bit of the pressure with filing it with the expert bit, gently. Gently. And it's easier to do it on full speed, so you have more control over your bits. Like this. So only the cuticle area, completely around. You can also check if there's any excess of product, but there's none. So, like this. Put it down. This is the only time I'm using the e-file. I'm going to my lower arches. This one, yes. So I'm checking the sideline of a little bit to here maybe, yeah, of the finger.
You put the machine on full RPM, eh?
Yes.
30,000.
Yes.
Yes, okay, I will answer Gemme.
Yes, that's easier to work in that way. So now I'm going to create a straight lower arch by doing it like this. I'm filing gently upwards. You can already see it's going to get straight. Give a little pressure to the finger so it doesn't go up. So a little back pressure like this. And gently file it. The other side too. Making sure that my file is straight with the center of her finger and going upwards. Again, under the nail, again, and up. And why I'm doing this all the time is that I do not touch her skin. So I start right here with this part, then I go a little bit up for this part, and then again up to get the fully grown sideline. Otherwise, if I do it from here straight like this, I will absolutely damage her skin. And I don't want that, so I'm doing it like this.
I had a question from Bianca, from one of her viewers. Is it okay to do the homework also on a client during a refill? And I already said to Bianca, but also to all of you, that's totally fine to do it in a refill, because of course we're playing with color and with shimmer. The transparency of the free edge is not the most important thing here. It's the shimmer and the glimmer that we see.
Yes, we want to have an effect, of course. So, and oh, my nail is going completely straight to my glove. I'm going to get myself a new one. It can happen when you have my length and my very pointy nails, so I'm taking a new one, because that happens when you start filing. So now we're here. It's not very difficult, not problem, when your inlay is coming through the nail, because it's just a gentle blend, of course. I don't want it to be fully covered. That's why I put the inlay a little bit further onto the nail bed also. So no problem if you have a little bit see-through, a little bit further on the nail. No problem at all. So now it's actually shaping the sidelines, making it more slim. Nice and beautiful.
What is the grid that you're using?
180.
180 grid file.
Yeah.
And you're using the magnetic hygienic file system,
Yeah, and
of
the
course.
plastic core.
And the plastic core. Do you prefer the plastic core?
Yes, and I also prefer the 180. Actually, if I make acrylic nails or whatever nail product I use, I always use the 180, but that's completely up to you. Because this one works with the metal core, this one person works with the flexible core. That's totally up to you. Me, I like it to be flexible, that's why I'm working with the plastic core. But if you like it to be more thin, then you're working with the metal core. It's also a bit heavier. But, well, that's something personal, so this is what I prefer. So try it maybe. Of course, I'm also going to get the highness.
And of course, the shape of the nail is totally to your own preference. It doesn't need to be square. It can be oval, round, almond.
Yeah, of course, we can. You can do every shape you like. You can even do a modern almond if you like it. But it's not very nice with the fiber coat. But if it's only an element, then yes. If you make it hybrid, it's possible. You can see it's already getting more in shape now. A little bit more straight on the front and easy going and around. Yeah, filing always takes a bit of time.
Maggie is asking, and she already asked this also before in the comments, you use the expert bit blue, but could you also use the green expert bit, for instance, to make the seal between the artificial nail product and the natural nail?
I wouldn't prefer that because it's very rough, and fibercoat is a very soft product, so I won't prefer it at that area. Actually, with none products, I will advise the green one, but if you're careful and you're really advanced in e-filing, you can do it, but it's more easy and softer to do it with the medium, because then the blend will go very easy and round, and also easy to file afterwards with your normal file. When you do it with the coarse one, you have the little scratches in there, which you also have to need to remove, of course. So I would advise the medium. That would be absolutely better. So try the medium.
Mia Marie is asking, is it the 180 grid also what you prefer, or is it better than the 150 grid? Well, Mia Marie, it's not that the 180 grid is better than the 150 grid, because both grids are, of course, made from the same top quality AI long-lasting Japanese sanding paper, which is the top of the top of the top. So the 150 grid is, of course, coarser than the 180 grid file. That's the only difference. It's not better or worse. It's a matter of preference. Do you prefer to work, this is a soft product, to work with a softer file, or do you prefer to work with a harder file, like for instance Cerisa, she loves the 150 grid file. It's a matter of your personal preference. None of it is better or worse than the other. They're all great. The only thing that you have to take into consideration is that you do not use these grids on the natural nail. Because of course on the natural nail we need to use softer files.
Yes, that is absolutely true. And I just prefer the 180. It's not necessary, but I love it. As you can see from the side, if it wants to, maybe a bit to the back. Yeah, here we go. It's already getting more into shape without losing any of my inlay. And that's, of course, also checking. I'm going from side to side to side. So I'm filing this way, I'm filing the other way, and I'm checking it, going round, and of course the other way also, and checking my front of the nail. And I'm making sure that I don't touch my corners here all the time. So my thumb is in front of my nail, so I can file this area without touching this area, because now it looks like there's a breaking point, but that's just the glitter, which is there, so that's a particle.
Yeah, you have to be careful not to overfile the stress points of the nail, as we always have to be careful with that. Well, Krista Lind is saying she's new to this live, so hello and welcome, Krista. And she is saying, have anyone complimented the moustache yet? It's fire. Apologies for the off-topic. Well, Teresa is saying correctly that she thinks that we're all used to it. I have my mustache for a long time, and I'll keep it because it complements. These are my smile lines.
Yes. Yeah. And then also your story that people thought you just glue it on every day. That's even more special.
Yeah, that is somebody that we met some time ago, and that person thought that I was gluing the mustache on. So it was a fake mustache. Of course, it's not a fake mustache. It's a real mustache. But again, it's my smile line.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's getting more and more into shape. This part I haven't touched yet, but now I'm going to get there to make it even with the rest of the nail. And checking my front, as you can see, it's even.
Yeah, it's even.
And very thin, but I think that can be a little bit more thinner, so I'm turning it around again.
That's also always how you have to check the nail, from all angles.
Checking again, making it more slim. And be careful for your stress points, of course. And the way I'm securing my thinness is doing it like this. Careful. The thickness was a bit on this side of the nail. All right. And like Pepijn already mentioned, the rest is the same, but I have to check if I have the same length, because that's a little bit different. Otherwise, it's too long, or I think it's a little bit longer than the other ones. But do you want me to keep this length, or do you say, check the other ones, but don't show them yet, and make it the same length?
That's your choice, of course, Deborah. You're the boss here tonight.
Ooh.
I'm just here to entertain.
Well, can you entertain then a little bit? It's because then I'm going to check.
Of course. I have something exciting for all of you, because of course you know the blushes. The blushes, the gels that bring a healthy blush to your cheeks. And the blushes by Magnetic Nail Design have a new edition launching next week, the Coffee Blushes, the Coffee to Go collection. Yeah, and you saw in this commercial the 4 different blush babes that we have. Of course, Luelle, because she says perfect collection. Well, it was also initiated by Luelle and also by Sylvana, who was also in the commercial. Don't forget Kelsey, who's working in our shop in the south of Holland in Kaatsheuvel. And of course, Gina, the newest addition to the blush family. And these blush coffee colors are the perfect match for the natural nail treatment. And most of the time when I see these young girls, they have a coffee to go. And that's why we named this collection the way we did. Coffee blushes launching next week on the 6th of April. So be there or be square. So let's go back, because some people are already really anxious to see the application of the top gel. For instance, let me see who said that. Faye says, can't wait until you are applying the top coat. Well, Faye, That's the moment of tonight, the moment when we've all been waiting for, the moment that all of that glimmer and shimmer and glamour jumps out of the nail onto the screen. So, are you there?
Yes, oh my, I was cleaning my table a little because there was so much dust in here. So removing all the dust, of course, because that's important. Like this. Yes, my dear, you can come. So as you can see, I filed it completely. And there's a lot going on there. So a little bit more extra, a little bit, well, let's not say it. So I have the beautiful, 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 like this, come on, come on, come on. Yes, Supreme Finish, which has the best shine of the world, like Pepijn already told you. It does. And what I'm doing is adding 2 layers. Why am I adding 2 layers? Fiber has fiber particles, which can come out your nail a little bit. So that's why I'm adding 2 layers to make sure that all my particles are covered in my top coat.
Let's go to the side shot, Gillian. Yes, because that is the aha moment.
Shall I hold it a bit like this then? First, bringing it a bit to the cuticle before I'm touching my top. And there's something there. Sorry, there's a little bit of fluff in my bottle. Here we go. Yes, so here we go. And 1, 2. There's a lot going on.
Cool. Cool. You see the hidden mysteries of your beautiful nail, all the shimmers on top and underneath each other. The different shapes are also clearly visible.
Yes, you can see it. And a very soft blend of all the colors. And this I will cure for only 10 seconds, and then I will be adding another layer. Yes.
Yeah, so this layer was not applied for shine or for durability. This layer was applied to make sure that the surface is even, because sometimes some of the fiber particles that make fiber coat here so unique can stick out a little bit because of the filing. It opens it up. So by applying 2 coats of Supreme Finish, you prevent any feeling this.
Yeah.
So 10 seconds, the first coat, and then the second coat, and then the full cure.
Yes. Don't fully cure before you put the second layer. Otherwise, it don't stay on anymore. So your second layer will come off. Like this.
You don't have to remove the sticky layer or anything
And doesn't
because
have
of
a
the
sticky
10
layer.
seconds. People
Yes.
love it. People
1.5
love
minutes.
it. Beautiful hearts, absolutely beautiful work. People doing this with the emoticon. I don't remember what that's called. I see a lot of hearts in the
We
comments.
say prima in Nederland, Dutch.
Fine, perfection, perfection perhaps. Love it, tada, Krisha says, beautiful, Magda is saying, Etty loves it, it's so nice, Michaela is so wonderful, stars in the eyes of Maria, gorgeous Deborah, Luella is saying, oh, it's so stunning, Mandy is saying. So people love it, and are, like Nathalie Buijs said before, she said, it's just amazing that you create such a long nail and such a technical nail using only fiber coat, because that is really not what we're used to when we think of doing this with fiber coat.
No, that's true. Definitely. And it's really very wearable and very strong, but still a little bit flexible. So if you accidentally bump into something, of course, it can be a little bit nasty, but it stays on because the nails are a little bit flexible. This is really, really nice of this product. So that's why I have chosen for a full fiber coat nail. And it is, well, definitely full with everything that's going on into the nail. So let's have a look at the end result. Or shall I show the complete end result, Pepijn?
No, you wanted to do some little shimmers,
Yeah,
I thought.
we
You
can
said
do
to
it.
me during
Yes,
the commercial.
Of course, yes.
But
yes,
of course, I
yes.
first have to quote Karin Kramer. She says, "'S niet normaal zo mooi," or in English, it's just amazingly beautiful.
That is so sweet to hear. And because we were talking about the stones in the beginning, if we had a little bit of time, well, we do have some time. And as you can see on my paper palette, I added a little bit of my Flexion Shine, which I always prefer to work with when I'm adding stones. So it was a little bit improvisation, but I'm going to add some glitters just on the table, and I will grab some which I like, not too much.
For you who are new to Nail Talk Live or perhaps new to Deborah, Deborah really swears by adhering rhinestones with the top gel called Flex and Shine. It's a different top gel in the magnetic nail design range, and the top gels are of course the product of the month of April. So you're also able to buy and shop this top gel for yourself and discover if it also works as perfectly for you. I was amazed the first time that Deborah used it, Flex and Shine, but none of her models ever lose a rhinestone. So it's a thicker, flexible top gel, really suitable to adhere any nail art elements on the surface of your nail.
Yeah, and I'm making quite an easy ombre design, easy rhinestone design, because we have to do the end result. So let's have a quick look at these rhinestone placements. So I have here my Flex and Shine and my Papine's Choice. Just taking a little bit onto my brush, put it to the side, and what I'm doing, just thinner, I'm making a line like this, and a line like this, and a center like this. The easy thing with this product is it has non-sticky layer. So when it's done, it's done. It just stays on, and there's no sticky layer after, so you don't need to remove the sticky layer.
Yeah, Aleid also says in the comments, yay, the trick with Flex and Shine, we get to see it. It's an amazing trick because it works.
Yeah, it does. I have stones on my fingers already for 3.5 weeks, and none. I lose none of them.
Pernilla's asking, or she's saying, I always use rubber base for my rhinestones. Do you think this is better, Deborah? Really interesting.
Well, to be honest, I won't say it's better, but it's easier because it doesn't have a sticky layer. So the easy thing about that, you don't need to remove it afterwards. So when your stones are placed and cured, it's done. So that's the easy part about it. And rubber base has a sticky layer, so you have to clean your surface then. So I think it's easier, and for me it works in that way faster. And well, don't want to say better because they're all great products, but for me it's easier and faster, and it stays very well. So that's why I'm using this way for like the beginning I came here, so 6 years ago I started with this, never ended. So try it. But you will be amazed, I think. So let's have a look. So I'm making bigger ones and smaller ones. And because it's a thicker top, you just put it onto your...
You have to take your palette a little bit to the side so that we keep in focus. And Sylvia's asking, is Flex and Shine stronger than the gemstone gel? And Cynthia's asking the same thing. Well, it is a high shine top gel without a sticky layer, so it is definitely easier to use, and it blends better with the rest of the nail surface. Gemstone gel is of course dries matte, so then you have to use a supreme finish or another top gel to give it shine again. I would definitely try to use the gemstone gel. In all cases, using Flex and Shine or gemstone gel works better than, for instance, a glue or any product like that, because that is too thin. Then you really apply the rhinestone or the crystal on top of the nail, but it doesn't fill the places where the flat surface of the underneath of the crystal is. The gel fills it up, making it stick better, adhere better to the surface of the nail. That was a question that I got in my ear. Let's go back to Deborah.
Yes. And of course, a design with rhinestones is no design without the bullions. I cured this a little bit. Normally, I don't cure in between. I just continue with my bullions and a placement, and then after I'm done with everything, then I will cure. But to show you how I do it, I have my blush brush right now, and in between of my lines, I also add a little bit of Flex and Shine. And now you make sure they will never come off. This is just sealing your stone in between, not on top of your stones, but only in between. And then I will get some bullions. I will not make it too full because this is just a little extra touch. And I say that because I'm making them always completely full with everything.
Well, I think this is now clear. So you continue and we'll be amazed by your end result when we come back to you, because I still owe you the winners of the challenge of Jose of 2 weeks ago, of course. Jose is one of our international top trainers, really a technical trainer, and she was the guest here in the e-workshop. And her challenge was: apply 5 nails or 1 hand. A full set is also an option, of course, with this hybrid technique. The hybrid technique that she showed us in the Fiber to Love hybrid nails, and create the booming shells style. So, of course, we had a lot of people already again participating in this challenge, and we're going to go through the different countries, and we first visit Denmark, and this is said by Jose about this winner from Denmark. I get excited when I look at these nails. It's a really nice color combination and the inlay design is perfectly done. Let the summer begin. Thank you, Sanne Kjergaard. Sanne Kjergaard. Well, I'll just call you Sanne from Denmark. Congratulations with your beautiful, beautiful submission for this homework. Well done. You can be proud of yourself, and I think your clients will love the possibility of choosing this on their nails. Then we travel to Holland, the Netherlands, of course, where we're located. Our next winner, and this is the comment: nice combination together with a light background. The inlay design is really popping out in this way. Beautiful colors. It gives me a beach vibe. My feet in the sand and a cocktail in my hand. Well, I get the drift. Congratulations, Brenda Halewijn from the Netherlands. Congratulations, Brenda, with your beautiful sandy memories of beach times at Magnetic Nail Design. Well done, congratulations. But we, of course, have a third winner as well. And now we go to Germany. So it's really a Northern European evening tonight, but from Germany. And about these nails, Jose says, these nails look a bit icy to me. So not sandy, but icy. I love the colors together and the way how the inlay pops out of the background. Congratulations, Tanja Bokros. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Tanja from Germany, congratulations with your beautiful icy, almost freezing nails, and nails created in this specific fiber, curve, love, boom technique. Well done, congratulations, and for all the others, of course, you received your e-certificate. But the 3 winners, Denmark, Holland, and the Netherlands, Denmark, Germany, and the Netherlands, received this amazing prize: 2 fiber coats, glass gel polish, metal inlay, and shells to create even more spectacular nails in your studios or in your classes. Congratulations, the box, your prize will leave tomorrow or the day after. Enjoy your prize. Let's go back to Deborah while I cough a little bit.
Yes. So I'm going to clean my nail and my finger a little bit so I can show you the end result. So I'm doing this gently, of course. I'm not showing it yet, Gil. I'm coming. Because I first wanted to have a clean nail and finger, of course. And I rub it up a little bit like this, so I have a clean everywhere. Because it's very important that you clean the hand before you show it to someone. Of course, well, for me it's important. Well, then I think we are ready. First, like this. And here we go.
Beautiful. Righteous gemstone, this nail.
It's really a lot. And normally I would have only taken smaller rhinestones on a shorter nail, but this was the thing I have, but it's actually quite nice. It looks like a chain.
So
like
let's take this on side shot for the single, yeah, of course.
Like
perhaps you need to dry your glove a little bit, because it's slightly distracting us.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm trying to remove all the stuff in the screen. That's better, I think.
Take the nail back.
Yep.
And there we go, the traditional screenshot. 3, 2, 1, screenshot. A little bit lower because my high notes are gone.
Okay.
Beautiful,
so
beautiful,
I will
beautiful.
hold it here then. Yeah,
Great.
and of course, what we already told you, this wasn't the only one I made, because I made the full hand.
Beautiful, Deborah.
And here we have them, also including the thumbnail.
Yeah, beautiful. So let's position the hand. And perhaps, yeah, if you, yeah,
This
exactly.
one was annoying, and this one, better. Yes.
Beautiful.
Look at
So
this right
did
here.
you imagine that you would be able to create this using only fiber coats by magnetic and nail art products? If not, try it, feel it, discover it, and get ready for that 3, 2, 1 screenshot.
Oh, there it was. It just needed a full hand, I think. So
Absolutely.
with oh, and what's also nice to show you is underneath. How pink is that? Which is really cool.
Pink it is.
Nice, right? So cool. All right. But of course, I have some examples for you. I can take this to the side. It's a little bit dust on it, so I made more, of course, and this is the first one I wanted to show you, which is this one, with also the same kind of blend I already showed you. You can also do it with 2 of the white colors. First the milky and then the extreme, or the other way around, exactly the way you like it. And make a baby boom with the soft white and the frosted, and of course the pink inlay. Then we
Beautiful. Oh, wait, we have to do the
I'm
screenshot.
so sorry. I thought I'd add everything and then make a one.
Oh, okay, that's also okay. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
Okay.
we'll do that.
I also have this
Oh,
combination
love the green and the yellow.
with only the baby boom, with the 2 colors of pink and the soft white. Then this is a variation with the neon inlay orange, which is also very cool. This is with shells and added some glitter into the white. And actually this one I mixed. This is a little hybrid because I mixed this one with the power gel. But it's the same color, frosted white mixed. And this is just a spray from the bottle mixed with the soft white. And then the pink in front and some shells and green glass and blue glass. And well, what I could find is in there. And then we have one more with more. This is this one. With only the pink and a lot going on there. Shells, inlay, silver, glitter, everything. And only the glass around. And then fully coated with the fibercoat pink. So as you can see, there are many variations. So I put it like this maybe, or
I think this is okay like this.
it's a little bit dusty, but
Oh, you don't see that on the
okay,
television.
okay.
So, get ready for the last screenshot of this evening. Put your fingers where they need to go. 3, 2, 1, screenshot.
Like this. And well, one more time, the complete hand, of course, because we zoomed out a little bit now. So you can see the full nail. And this is just how easy fibercoat works.
Thank you. I think we all enjoyed ourselves. Do you want to participate in the homework for this challenge this week? Make sure to create 4 different ombre designs, various styles using inlay elements and glass gels, and use at least as a major product Fibercoat by Magnetic. You have 2 weeks to complete your homework, and that means that the deadline is set on the 10th of April. Use the link that you can find in the album Fibercoat Inlay Boom to upload your homework. If anything needs improvement, Jessica will contact you. And don't forget to submit your step-by-step photos, no more than 4 photos, and 1 final photo showing all of your homework together. This will be judged, and based on your work, you will receive your e-certificate to show your clients that you have participated in another great e-workshop by Nail Talk Live. But you also have a chance to win this amazing prize from Deborah herself, the metal glitter kit, 2 Fibercoats, supreme finish, because which nail technician can live without supreme finish? I don't know. The ombre brush and pigments, all for you, sent from headquarters in the Netherlands with love to the winners of this challenge. Deborah, I want to thank you for this evening. We're right on schedule, right on time. I just want to give you the last word of this show.
Yes, well, thank you all for watching, of course. I really hope you enjoyed this, and to see a different way working only with fiber coat, and it's very possible to make a beautiful nail with it. So please try and please show me, because I'm so curious to all your homework. So I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye, and thank you for watching again.
Thank you for watching. I want to wish all of you the greatest Easter ever. We'll be back next week with the new products. I want to thank Deborah. I want to thank Diante, the model, but I also want to thank Gillian and all of you watching. If you need any information about the closest distributor or becoming a magnetic trainer, send an email to info@magneticnaildesign.com and I will get back to you immediately. For now, this is it. Thank you for watching. See you soon. See you at Nail Talk Live.